remember certain things he said, and I would correct him as far as English is concerned. I think in Juicy he said, do something for my baby girl ear. And I said, no, it's not your baby girl, it's baby girls. You know, I said, it's too late now. You know, can't be done, it's out there. You know, but there, you know, I would correct him with his English. But other than that, I had no choice once. I had to listen to all his, and listen to certain things and I cry. You know, but as a mother, I felt good about him. And it has nothing to do with a mother's love. It has to do with respect for life.
So I would just describe him as an extraordinary human being who was very ordinary. He was my son, and so I knew him and loved him as a human being, as a son, as a mother would a son. He was a good son, a good guy, but he was human, a human person. I go to church and I love the old women in my church. And so my mission is to learn more from them, how to endure and to do it with love and care. That's my personal mission.
You are my defender, the love in my heart, the one that gave me a star in my life. You are the best thing ever, and when you're not there, I get a little bit scared. Sometimes I know that there's no other to call in my mother. My love for you is endless. I feel you care in my life. You find your way from me every time. This is just for you. The words I sing is true. For everything you do, I say, Mama, I love you. Mommy. Ooh, ooh, Mommy. When I look at you, I see me. 20 years from now, you're where I'll be. I cherish everything you do for me. Took me out of those bad streets. You raised me since I was small. You helped me when I would fall. Mommy, you're the superwoman in my eyes. You're there when I cry. You're there when I'm shy. You're there to cook me food. Take my shoes off. Rub my belly, make me happy. Ma, I guess all I want to say is we've been through everything. And I mean everything. And I want to thank you, Mommy. You're my everything.
A perfect mother in my eyes, sacrificed herself to raise me. 14 years ago, she gave birth to me as a baby. So I gotta be thankful. And that is not a maybe. I messed up in the past, never see the consequences meant to help me last. I understand it isn't simple. Raised me for 14 years, I get the hint though. You sacrificed so much, and I have no right to say you wasn't tough. Gotta understand, that's what I say to you, Mom, cause you the man.
Mom, thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for taking care of me. Mom.
How many of y'all feel positive out there? Well, right now, what we want to do is we want to get everybody together all over the world as we get this thing started, something like this. Come on.
Yo, this is Jay Sweet with Team BNZ.
This is Imani Person reporting for Brand News. Peace.
Hello and welcome to Brand Newz, where hip hop has a new direction. I'm your host, Christopher Martin, better known as Play, and this is Brand Newz and Reviewz, where we share some of the great stories reported last week in our News to Know section at brandnews.com about individuals and events making a difference around the world and even up the street. Some of our stories are produced by our own Team Brand Newz reporters that consist of mass communication majors and journalist students, in addition to the news from online, television, and print sources. You can also get weekday updates and be a contributor to and become a Team Brand Newz reporter through our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our other social media connections when you visit brandnews.com. Now, this is a very special edition of Brand Newz and Reviewz where we want to celebrate mothers. Mothers of different kind, mothers in different ways. At the top, we wanted to bless you with two famous mothers in hip hop, Voletta Wallace and Afeni Shakur, who have gone through a parent's worst nightmare, to bury their murdered child and on such a public platform. But instead of being bitter and angry, they've decided to be mothers and ministers to many. The beautiful video that followed was a tribute to mothers from the nonprofit organization Hip Hop Saves Lives, kids helping kids to teach humanity through hip hop to the homeless, at-risk, and the incarcerated teens. Now, our first story is actually part of a documentary shot by a good friend of mine and brother in Christ by the name of Mr. Todd Bangs Elliott, who presents Children Awaiting Parents, the story of Veronica Black. Check this out.
Today is the day, the beginning of our forever.
From being the only child to having my first brother was actually like a roller coaster, which I really like. So it was really fun, and I actually enjoyed having a brother, and I thought it was a lot better than being by myself.
I was always part of a big family, you know. My mom is one of 8, my grandmother is one of 13. It was always big Sunday dinners. And that was my childhood. It was, you know, I remember that feeling of family, that sense of belonging and that unconditional love. And I remember feeling like he was not going to have that opportunity to experience what I experienced because it was just the two of us.
I was the one who asked for the brother because I really wanted one. I wanted someone to be there with me. When I asked her for a brother, she said, well, I can get you one. What do you mean? Like a baby brother or like a brother? Like someone your age? And I was like, someone my age, someone who could go to school with me, someone who will be my friends.
When I met my new family, I felt happy because I knew that it was a perfect family for me and it was the right one, and this is the family that I wanted to stay with forever. When I was in foster care, sometimes I felt there was love, and then sometimes it was rough. I kept getting bounced around house to house. I kept getting scared because you didn't know what the family would be like, and then I had to keep adjusting to each family.
Styles, he wanted a brother, and I also wanted to help. I wanted to give back, you know, after learning of type of children that were in care and their reasons for being in care. I wanted to help. I felt like there was more that I could do than just volunteering.
Nice to meet you. You do good work. There we go. And you set an awesome example, too.
I started out with the idea of just adopting one child. And now, almost 6 years later, I have 4 boys, and I'm truly blessed.
Your names again, Jobert?
And Ian.
Who's Jobert again? Jobert's there? Ian is there? Okay, and then the 2 other boys.
Others look at me and think, you know, how is she doing it? You know, she must be crazy. It's not always peaches and cream. It's not always easy, but I look at it as he's not going to put anything on me that I cannot handle. Not all of our children are trouble kids. They're not trouble kids. They're children who deserve second chance. They're children who deserve that unconditional love that you give your birth child. They're children who want to belong, that's all. They just want to belong and be part of the family. They want to feel like they're loved. They want to know that if I act up tomorrow, you're still going to be there. No one's perfect, no one. There is a perfect child for you, but there's no such thing as a perfect child.
Awesome, right? I salute you, my brother Todd. Was good. And God bless you and many others like you, Veronica Black. Real talk. Our next story is from another friend to brand news and to hip hop culture. It's about my dude, UTFO's Kangol Kid. A few years ago, he and his manager, Minister Shaunda Lumpkin, launched a foundation in honor of her mother, Gay Frances Lucas, who died of breast cancer on May 31st, 2010. Instead of letting her life just be another statistic, they decided to use the power of hip hop and do this.
What's going on, y'all? This is Kangol Kid from legendary rap group UTFO. And what we're doing here tonight is hip-hop is fighting breast cancer, all right? My manager's mom, my manager's name is Shaunda. Her mom was Gay Frances Lucas. We called her Mama Lou. And Mama Lou passed away about 2 years ago from breast cancer. It was a 3-year battle. And I'm just one of those cats that, you know, I just can't sit there and just let stuff happen. You know what I mean? People will come to me and say my condolences, or she's in a better place. And I'm sorry, that don't work for me. You know what I mean? I just have to do something. I just can't sit there and let stuff happen without trying to do something. So I reached out to my first line of defense, which is my brothers and sisters in the world of hip-hop music. These are cats that I grew up with. These are cats that I went on tour with, lived with, basically on the road. Hollered at them and said, look, man, I need your assistance. We need to get this word out to the streets. You know, rappers are basically street anchors anyway. We're news anchors to the streets. So I said, we need to get this word out. What I didn't know is as I was sharing this with my hip-hop brothers and sisters, they have family members and friends that's gone through the same situation. So it just made sense for all of us to get together to make this happen. And so last year we all walked in Mama Luke's honor and became one of the top 10 fundraising teams in Newark, New Jersey. So after we finished walking, we decided to take the t-shirt that we wore and we all signed this one t-shirt, and that began another sick movement. And so that movement turned into this right here, where every hip-hop artist has been signing this shirt. This is so sick right here. What you're looking at right now is the front. Let me turn this around. What the back look like. So we got every artist in New York City to sign this, collecting more. Then we went to Philly and got Philly artists to sign it. We just came back from Atlanta. We got some Atlanta artists to sign it. I'll be heading to LA in about a week or so. We get Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and those cats to sign it.
We, the hip-hop community, thought that this was a very worthy cause to come out for, and so thus we are here, and you know, we wouldn't have had it any other way.
Kangol put this whole thing together, and Gino from the National Cancer Society, and we want to just spread awareness in our community and let these women know that at the end of the day, even though it doesn't come knock on your door, it might be next door, and it could definitely get to you. So early detection is the key. We all know that. And if you don't have insurance, every hospital probably in your neighborhood, another neighborhood, is going to give you one for free.
Well, we truly and sincerely hope from the bottom of our hearts that we've taken a very special day and time to bless as many as possible with perspectives on motherhood that isn't always one particular way or look. We wanted to bless you and inspire you with love in different ways and celebrate it through different mothers that have lost and have gained. We know for many that Mother's Day isn't a very happy occasion, and how do I know this? Is because in 2007, my father, my sisters and I lost a very, very special woman in our lives. And as we continue to still heal, believe it or not, we've learned at least a couple of things. Hug them, love them, and give flowers while you can. And number two, why are we loving someone in a special way on one particular day? Shouldn't we do that every day? So daughters and sons, may God bless you all real good. And in closing, my brother Mikey D, Mr. Destruction himself, he's doing something, building up with this thing he wants to share with you. God bless you all till next time. Mikey D, take it away, my dude.
Hey mom, it's all good, I know you listening. I don't have to drop to my knees with prayer hands and start whispering. You that shiny bright star, I see you glistening. With Nana, Jerry, and Daddy, I'm still missing them. Everything is everything, I'm still sober. Gained a couple of pounds trying to stay away from soda. About to switch the Jeep up, I'm thinking about the Range Rover. And you know I'm still rapping, the game still ain't over. I think about you every day, that's why I'm rapping to you. And everyone around the way asking what happened to you. I keep it moving, I don't want to speak about it. Turned my cell off, and I even went a week without it. But I ain't stressing, I know this was a blessing. God wanted you there with him, and my faith he's testing. And I don't even have a question, cause I already know in paradise you're resting.
It's kinda hard for me to hold back these tears from my eyes. So many years have went by. I can't wait till I see your beautiful face when we meet again in the sky.
And me and Wanda's doing great. I'm feeling blessed today. 2 years together, and it seems like yesterday. And Day-Day's beautiful. She get it from her grandma. And oh yeah, I'm about to be a grandpa. And I can't wait, cause as soon as I'm a gramps, you're officially